Is it over? I'm trying to wrap my head around this moment. Is this really the end? Our hearts are broken, so many words unsaid. I wish I told ya how many.
Good morning, and everyone watching the bulletin. We're sitting here in the lovely Ocean Basket at Lake Umuzi, and with me I have Leo Burg. I'm going to let him introduce himself for a minute. I have a nice bio here, but I'm not going to use that. Now, Leo is an upcoming artist. I don't know if I should call it upcoming or established artist already.
I think upcoming is probably a better description.
All right. So let us start there. Leo, in 2 sentences, say who you are.
I am an independent South African artist originating from Secunda, living in Johannesburg, working in the pop music industry.
All right. The reason I did that is I just want to put my phone away, otherwise we're going to have a problem with that one. Leo, I've listened to a bit of your tracks. Okay. You've sent me a sample pack. I actually quite liked what I heard. It was short. I couldn't really get the feel of the whole thing, and hopefully, if I may, we're going to include into this interview somewhere. We'll include a song of yours or so that people can actually hear. But you grew up in Secunda.
Yes.
And as a childhood, having your childhood in Secunda, did you do music then?
I don't know if you remember, a long time ago there was this thing called Dross Idols that was held.
I remember something, yeah.
And I think I was probably 9 years old when I entered this.
That's long ago.
I didn't make it very far. One of my friends actually won the competition.
Yeah.
And I didn't really know that I was going to go into music at that stage. After that, I was part of the Mpumalanga Youth Choir for a while, which also didn't really expect to go into music fully after school.
There's a big difference from choir to
doing your own.
Yeah, doing your own thing.
Sure.
Yeah. But you made it. You are releasing your solo album, or not your solo album,
My debut album.
My debut album.
Solo album. Yes.
Yeah, debut solo album. But you had some collaborations. Let's start there first.
I do. So
I didn't know all the names, so and I let my head down in shame because I don't know the people so well. I was going to do my homework and find out who they were, but other people might know. So you did collaborations with whom?
Yes, so one of the collaborations is Just Mia. Then there's another collaboration with Carla Franco. Both of them quite established musicians, but a little bit longer in the industry than what I am, and I think might be a little bit more well-known than what I am.
Yeah. It takes a while to get to...
Definitely. And they are both friends of mine. Carla originally started off, I listened to her debut album, which released last year, and after that I was gobsmacked by how amazing it was, and listened to her on Jacaranda and all the big radio stations, and I thought we have a lot of mutuals, but I didn't necessarily know her, so I took the leap to reach out to her and ask her.
And she was happy to do that.
She was very happy to do that. Now I'm able to call her one of my friends, and our song that we did together is called Bygones. It's also the second single off of the album that is released today, the 14th of April.
So today's your release date?
Today is the release day on my birthday, which is also today.
No, congratulations. I didn't even know that. It seems...
Thank you so much.
It tells you how bad my research was.
It's my marketing prospect, because I knew that everyone's going to congratulate me for my birthday today. So then instead of congratulating me or giving me a present, I just tell them go and listen to my album.
Yeah, that helps as well, yeah. And where can they listen to your album?
They can listen to my album on any streaming platform, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube Music, Deezer, wherever.
And what do they type in? Just MANIAC?
MANIAC, Leo Burg.
And then it will come up.
It should come up,
All right.
yes.
We didn't even say that, did we say in the beginning that the album is, all right, the album's name is MANIAC.
MANIAC.
Yeah, and there's you've written a few of all the tracks, you've given me a little breakdown and so on. But Leo, I want to ask something else. Who writes your music?
So most of my music is written by myself, and then also I work quite closely with another artist called Armand Bad. He's also quite a big shot in the industry. Amazing songwriter, amazing musician. Also went into the top, I think, 12 of The Voice, South Africa, also major. And he co-writes everything with me mostly. There is one or two tracks that I did not co-write with him.
Yeah.
Mostly he's...
So when we listen to this music, it's going to be from your heart and what you felt with these things.
100%.
And Bygones also.
Bygones was a song that I collaborated, as I said, with Carla Franco on. She wrote the majority of the song, but when we met up, she played a few songs to me, and this was the first one that grasped me.
Oh, okay.
And, one of the tracks that really related with me. So obviously I like to see the album as a diary of my 2022, which was sadly not the best year of my life, but I think that's where you really get molded. And I like to think that all of the songs tell a story of what my life was last year.
I must actually just tell you that it's not the best year for a lot of people.
For sure.
In different degrees, because COVID grabbed everybody, and it's when we sort of came out of COVID. And it's been a bad year for business. It's been a bad year for people personally. Although I wasn't ill for 2 years when I wore the mask. When I took it off, there came the flu again.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm quite happy to wear the mask. It doesn't bother me at all, So.
I'm not too bothered either. I fortunately never got COVID, so very blessed in that sense.
All right, then the other thing I wanted to ask as well is when we look at this whole situation of the album, how did you choose these songs? Because I'm sure you have more than 10 songs.
No, actually, most of the songs on the album was written intentionally for the album.
For the album.
And I know a lot of artists have 20, 30 songs per album, and then they narrow it down to the select amount. But I felt passionate about each and every song that we worked on, and I spent a lot of money on each song.
I'm with you,
I didn't want anything to go to waste that I feel has the quality to make it.
Yeah.
So no, there isn't any that didn't necessarily make it. However, I am already working on new music.
Okay, for the next one.
For the next one.
Yeah, it's once the bug is bitten, you're onto this.
Definitely.
Yeah, and it never stops really. And if you stop, it's a little bit difficult in getting onto this again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
How would you describe the songs? What type of genre are you singing?
Mostly indie pop. So I think very mainstream. All of the songs on the album is very radio friendly. So the type of music that you'll listen to on a Jacaranda, on a KFM, all of those mainstream type of songs.
Yeah.
However, I did try to differentiate it a little bit, that it's not the exact same as what you hear constantly on the radio, but I was very much inspired by the likes of a Lady Gaga, a Katy Perry, a Troye Sivan.
You don't wear the meat though?
No, I don't. If only.
That still shocked me. Leo, I want to ask you one last question, so we don't make the video too long. What's your plans forward from here? What do you want to do? Because you have a full-time job as well, and I think through music it's probably one of the most difficult things to get your your things up to a point where you can do that. So what is your next plans?
So as you're saying, unfortunately, South Africa, the music industry in South Africa is so saturated, and there's not a lot of opportunity unless you create opportunity for yourself. Things like independent artists all have to fund their own music, and it's quite a pricey situation. But my plans going forward is I plan to take my music to an international or to a global stage.
Okay.
I think my music resonates with an international audience.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully you'll hear me on big radio stations soon.
And we'll keep you updated. I mean, for the readers and your followers that is here, we'll keep them updated.
Thank you so much.
Now, thank you, Leo, for speaking to me. You can hear the restaurant's getting a little bit busy now. That's why I'm also, people are coming, and we're sitting inside Ocean Basket at Lake Umuzi. Thank you very much for letting us sit here again.
Thanks.
And a special thanks to Ruan for I'll put his logo up somewhere. Leo, one last thing I wanted to say. You've not always been known as Leo Burg. You've been. I'm doing this because you've got people that you went to school with here.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, and they might recognize you but not place you because of the name. Yes. So let's let the cat out of the bag on that one, if you want to. If you don't want to, let's not do it.
I grew up as Leo Burg, which is the same name as my father's name. Directly after school, I wanted to differentiate myself and also to get my name more on a place where it resonates with English-speaking people as well.
Yeah.
Can you imagine hearing Leo Burg and the variations of that on a global platform?
I'm totally with you on that one. That's why I'm asking you this.